Before we get into puzzle number 38 in the Fiendish Logic Puzzle book by Puzzle Baron and Stephen P. Ryder, I have a few notes. First off, as I record this, it's my mother's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. Second, I spilt a little water on my book. It's fine, but we did lose puzzles number 36 and 37. So we're jumping right to 38. Perhaps someday I'll get another copy of the book and go back to that one and all the other ones that are issues. But for now, puzzle number 38, shell collecting. So we have a shell collector with 7 types of shells found in 7 different years on 7 different islands, and there are 7 different combinations of colors. So, number 1, the shell from St. Lucia was found sometime before the one from Puerto Rico and sometime after the honey seraph. All right, so let's draw that out. Okay, so St. Lucia, sometime before Puerto Rico, sometime after honey seraph. So St. Lucia and Puerto Rico, neither of those could be honey seraph. Honey seraph. And Puerto Rico can't be. Now, next we have that. Yes, so first, if the honey seraph was the first one found, then after that would be St. Lucia, and after that would be Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico was the last one. Okay, we're looking at increments of 3 years here. The shell found in Barbuda was 6 years after the shark eye shell. So shark eye is not Barbuda, and it is in fact Barbuda is 6 years after that. So if shark eye was the first, the earliest Barbuda could be is 98, and if Barbuda was the last, the latest the shark eye could be is 6 years before that. Yes, increments of 3. So it would be 2004. Great. Of the piece found in Jamaica and the baby's ear shell, one is brown pink, the other was found in 2004. So at this point, all we really know is that Jamaica can't be the baby's ear shell, and the brown pink one is not 2004. Okay? Mika picked up the coquina shell, sometime after the one from Jamaica. So Jamaica also can't be coquina. Sometime after. So coquina can't be first, Jamaica can't be last. But Jamaica... yeah. Okay. So Jamaica can't be 2010. Great. The blue-white seashell was found 3 years before the brown-pink shell. Okay, so blue-white, 3 years before. All right. Blue-white can't be last. And then brown-pink can't be 2004, so blue-white can't be 2001. Number 6. Mika found the shark. Mika is the shell collector in the top, if you haven't read it yet on your own. Mika found the shark eye shell in either Puerto Rico or Tobago. Shark eye. Oh, good. The pink-white shell is either the spotted key shell or the one found in Barbuda. So key shell, spotted key is not Barbuda. And the pink-white has to be one of those two. But they're in different categories so far, so we'll keep going. The blue-white shell was found sometime before the one from Aruba, which wasn't the monk's fin shell. So the monk's fin is not Aruba. And neither is the blue-white shell. Now the blue-white has to be sometime before Aruba. So Aruba can't be first. Blue-white can't be last. Blue-white is also 3 years before the brown-pink shell. So brown-pink could be Aruba. Now speaking of that monk's fin shell, it was found 3 years before the white-yellow shell. So first off, it can't be white-yellow. Okay. And 3 years before the white-yellow. So white-yellow. There we go. All right. The brown-yellow seashell was found in Barbuda. That's a clue. 3 years after Mika discovered the brown-pink one. So first off, brown-yellow is from Barbuda. And second, it is 3 years after brown-pink. There. Out here. And then brown-pink is 3 years after blue-white, so blue-white can't be here. And blue-white has to be before Aruba. So Aruba's still good. Okay. 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 So, the shell found in Puerto Rico is either the one found in 2001 or the blue-white one. So, blue-white can't be 2001. We already knew that. And Puerto Rico can be any year. It could be 2001 or any year that blue-white can be, which is not here or there. Mika made her one and only trip to Tobago sometime after 1993. So Tobago can't be the first, basically. The shell she found there wasn't pink-yellow. Pink-yellow is not Tobago. Okay. So that's all the clues. Let's start back at the top. Number 1. The shell from St. Lucia was found sometime before Puerto Rico and sometime after Honey Seraph. Okay, so St. Lucia before Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico, why did Puerto Rico change so much? Because it had to be the shark eye shell, right? Oh, because it has to be 2001. So Puerto Rico has to either be 2001 or the blue-white one. So since we've narrowed down Puerto Rico, St. Lucia has to be before Puerto Rico. So the very latest it can be is 2001. And then the Honey Seraph has to be even earlier than that. So, and of course we're talking about the very latest. So the very latest these all could be. If Puerto Rico is the very last one here in 2004, then St. Lucia could be there. And Honey Seraph would have to be here. But of course, the Honey Seraph could be before that as the St. Lucia, as the Puerto Rico. Okay. Barbuda is 6 years after the shark eye shell. All right. Of the piece found in Jamaica and the baby's ear shell, one is brown-pink, the other was found in 2004. Okay. Okay, so the brown-pink and the... so let's start with 2004, even though brown-pink also applies. 2004 has to either be the baby's ear shell or any other shell that could have been found in Jamaica. So not the coquina, and not the shark eye. And the shark eye is 6 years before Barbuda. So that's 6 years after the shark eye shell, so Barbuda can't be the last. Alright. Now, the same for brown pink. And Jamaica, yes. Jamaica or the baby's ear. Very good. So the coquina shell is sometime after Jamaica. Good so far. Blue-white is 3 years before brown-pink. That's still good. Still good. The shark eye shell is Puerto Rico or Tobago. So the shark eye... Wait, that's right. Where is it? Shark eye shell is Puerto Rico or Tobago. So at this point, the earliest one can't be Puerto Rico or Tobago, so it can't be the shark eye shell. And the shark eye shell is 6 years before Barbuda, so Barbuda can't be 1998. All right. Okay, pink-white is either the spotted key shell or the one from Barbuda. Oh, wait. Barbuda is brown-yellow. So the pink-white, yeah, it was found in Barbuda. So the pink-white can't be Barbuda. It has to be the spotted key shell. Very good. So spotted key is pink-white. Very good. Okay. Okay. The blue-white shell was found sometime before Aruba, which wasn't the monk's fin. Okay, good. The monk's fin shell was 3 years before the white-yellow shell. The brown-yellow shell, aka Barbuda, is 3 years after brown-pink. Oh, so now Barbuda can't be 2010, so the brown-pink can't be here. Very good. Wait, let's go back. What was 2004? Could Barbuda be 2004? Because it obviously couldn't be Jamaica. Could it be the baby's ear? Brown-yellow. Oh, so close. Well, I was hoping that Barbuda couldn't be 2004 because then we'd have another clue, but wait a minute. Let's write down a few relationships again. So we have, okay, Barbuda. 6 years after Shark Eye. Shark. Barbuda is 3 years after Brown Pink. Okay. Well, that means the shark eye can't be brown pink, right? We already got that. Blue, white. Okay. +3. Doing this all wrong. I don't usually like to write over here, but I'm going to today. Okay, so we have blue, white is 3 years before white, yellow. Then brown, yellow is 3 years after brown, pink. Plus 3. White, yellow. Oh! White, yellow again. So let's see. So 3 years before white, yellow. So blue, white. Wait. Blue, white is 3 years before brown, pink. I don't know why I wrote wrote that. Brown, pink. Okay, so blue, white is 3 years before brown, pink, which is and the brown, yellow is 3 years after brown, pink. All right. I gotta focus here. Okay. The problem is writing out all these colors. Okay. So we're only talking about... No, it's all different colors. I can't say. We're only talking about browns here. Okay, so the shark eye... Shout in Barbuda is 6 years after shark eye. So the shark eye is 6 years before Barbuda, which is brown, yellow. Now, blue, white was 3 years before brown, pink, and brown, pink is 3 years before Barbuda. Therefore, the shark eye shell is our blue, white. Right? Okay, so shark eye is 6 years Barbuda is 6 years after the shark eye shell. Barbuda is also 3 years after brown, pink, and brown, pink is 3 years after blue, white. So blue, white is the shark eye shell. I apologize. My diagrams aren't as clear as they usually are. Blue, white. Okay, good. Not Barbuda, of course. Blue, white is shark eye. Very good. So the shell found in Puerto Rico is either 2001 or the blue, white. Blue, white just got narrowed down a lot. And it could be shark eye, so Puerto Rico now can only be 2001 or any year blue, white could be, which would be either 98 or 95, but he can't be Puerto Rico can't be 95, so pretty much just 98 or 2001. Not 2004 because blue, white can't be 2004. Also, monk's fin was 3 years before white, yellow. All right. All right. There's probably a clue there, but I'm too confused. It's all these stupid colors. Okay, so let's just start at the top. So St. Lucia was found sometime before Puerto Rico. Oh, so it couldn't be here. That wouldn't be before Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico could only be there. And sometime after Honey Seraph. The one found in Barbuda was 6 years after the shark eye. That's great. We just narrowed down the shark eye a bunch. So 6 years after that would be 2001 or 2004, but not 2007. Honey Seraph can't be Barbuda. Doesn't line up anymore. Can't be Puerto Rico either, but yeah, we already knew that. Of the piece found in Jamaica in the baby's ear shell, one is brown pink, the other was found in 2004. Okay, so 2004. Jamaica, baby's ear. Blue white is 3 years before brown pink. Oh, pardon me. So brown, 3 years before the brown pink. Let's get rid of that. And in doing that, we now know that 3 years before brown pink. Now, 1998 can only be blue white or brown pink. And that's because, I don't have a name for this, but we could have blue white here and brown pink here, or brown pink here and blue white here. But if blue white was here and brown pink was there, the only other option, then they wouldn't be 3 years apart. So no other color could be that year. And let's see, brown pink. Any shell or island that couldn't be brown pink or blue white, which in this case is shark eye, can't be 1998. So no baby's ear, no coquina. Good. Spotted key is pink white, so it's not 1998. Good. Now brown yellow is 3 years after brown pink. Okay. So brown yellow could be here and brown pink could be there, or brown pink could be here and brown yellow could be here. But if brown yellow was here and brown pink was there, they wouldn't be 3 years apart. So 2001 can only be brown pink or brown yellow. No other colors. So spotted key can't be Barbuda or brown pink. Can't be 2001. Shark's eye is already eliminated. Very good. Okay. A spotted key. What do we know about the spotted key? Because it sounds familiar. It's pink white. So pink white. Yeah, so we already got that. Good. Okay. So this is the earliest blue white can be. And blue white must be before Aruba, so Aruba can't be here. And of course, that's not the monk's fin. So Aruba can't be the honey seraph. Brown yellow can't be the honey seraph. Brown pink can't be the honey seraph. Oh, Puerto Rico and St. Lucia, where's that? Oh, it just has to be sometime before. You see, here the trick wouldn't work, even though there are only 2 options for each, because if St. Lucia was here and Puerto Rico was there, St. Lucia is still sometime before Puerto Rico, so it doesn't matter. Okay, Barbuda is 6 years after the shark eye shell. Yep, we got that. Okay. Jamaica and the baby's ear. One is brown pink. Other is 2004. Okay. Why can't the baby's ear be 1998? Did I make a mistake? Because that one could definitely be brown pink, right? Yeah, okay, wait. Why can't brown pink be the baby's ear? Where is it? Okay. Brown pink. I don't know why I have it down that baby's ear couldn't be brown pink. Because it definitely can. Jamaica. Okay, let's just say that was a mistake. Unless it's something about 1998. 1998 has to either be brown pink or blue white, aka shark's eye or Jamaica or baby's ear shell. Oh, I guess I saw that and I thought, oh, it can't be Jamaica, so it can't be, yeah. So that let's chalk that up to a mistake. But the Jamaica and the baby's ear can only be brown pink, which is very narrowed down, or 2004. So 1998, 2001, or 2004. Okay, and then the same for Jamaica. Okay, the coquina shell is sometime after Jamaica. So if it was here, it would have to be before Jamaica. That's no good. Doesn't line up. Okay. The blue-white seashell is 3 years before the brown-pink. The shark eye is either Puerto Rico or Tobago. The blue-white shell is sometime before Aruba. That's good. Monk's fin shell is 3 years before the white-yellow shell. Oh, so that's good. That's good. Okay. The brown yellow is 3 years after brown pink. Got that. Puerto Rico is either 2001 or the blue white one. So if it was blue white, it would be 1998. If it was 2001, there. But it couldn't be 1995. Okay, Tobago isn't pink yellow. Okay. Well, that was a quick run through the clues, so let's clean up the board a bit and see if we can rule anything out. So blue white is shark eye. Brown yellow. Oh, look at that. Brown yellow is Barbuda, so we can get rid of that. That just shouldn't have been there. Okay. Start from the top. The shell from St. Lucia was found sometime before Puerto Rico and sometime after Honey Seraph. St. Lucia. Okay. Barbuda was found 6 years after the shark's eye shell. Let's see, Barbuda, what color was that again? Brown, yellow. Brown, yellow, yep. Lines up. Okay, the piece found in Jamaica and the baby's ear. One is brown pink, the other is 2004. Could be Jamaica. Also could be Puerto Rico. Oh, wait a minute. How long has this been here? Okay, so Aruba. I'm checking my work now, not that I don't believe myself. Okay. Okay, the Aruba has to be after the blue shell, so it couldn't be first. Barbuda is 6 years after the shark eye shell. Jamaica has to be either brown pink or 2004, and brown pink can't be the first because it has to be 3 years after the blue white. Puerto Rico is either 2001 or blue white, and blue white is after Aruba. No, blue white was before Aruba. Why couldn't blue white be first? Not that I don't believe my work again, I'm just double checking. Well, blue white couldn't be the first one. Probably because some relationship with brown, pink, and all that in Barbuda. So Puerto Rico. San Lucia has to be after the Honey Seraph. And Tobago can't be first because it's not, it has to be after 1993. That means the first one is Martinique. 1992 is Martinique. Great, and that helps us out a lot because now we have two that can only be 2007 or 2010. No other No one else is, no other, it can't be any other year, because then there wouldn't be anything to take up those years. Right. Okay, great. Good. Now Aruba, let's see. Aruba is, okay, blue-white has to be sometime before Aruba, which I think is going to be easier. Going to be pretty easy. Tobago, what do we know about Tobago? Okay, Mika, the shark eye shell is either, okay, the shark eye shell now can't be Tobago, so it must be Puerto Rico. And it only overlaps with Puerto Rico in 1998. There we go. And the shark eye shell, that was brown pink, correct? Blue white, which is 3 years before brown pink, which is 3 years before brown yellow, which is Barbuda. That means St. Lucia is here, and Honey Surin can only be here. So Jamaica is 2001, not 2000. So 2001 is Jamaica. Not Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico is the blue-white one, so that's good. So Jamaica is 2001, not 2004. Therefore, it must be the brown-pink. That's good. And then that means, more importantly, baby's ear shell is 2004. And that's Barbuda, which is brown-yellow. The coquina shell is sometime after Jamaica, so it has to be after 2001. We don't know exactly when yet, but that's a good hint. The spotted key, that was pink-white, right? So, good. All right. So Barbuda, 6 years after shark eye shell, which is Puerto Rico. Very good. Good. Blue-white is, yep, got that. Good. Blue-white sometime before Aruba. That's fine. Bermuda, Puerto Rico. Okay, Tobago is not pink-yellow. Okay. All right, let's clean up the board a little and maybe write some things down in the chart. Okay, so we have the honey serif from Martinique. That's either black and white or pink and yellow. And then we have the shark eye, which is blue-white, from Puerto Rico. Before that, in 1995, it was St. Lucia. Or maybe St. Lucia, I don't know. 2001 is brown-pink. I mean, I know there is a St. Lucia, but I just don't know what the island is called. pink Jamaica. Where's the I go? There we go. Then 2004 is Baby's Ear. And then that's Brown Yellow and Barbuda. Right now we have left our Aruba and Tobago. Now the monk's fin shell is 3 years before the white yellow. So gotta eliminate that. Eliminate that. That means it has to be here and here. And the white yellow, no, that's pink yellow. Pardon me. So now we also have monk's eye, monk's fin, and we have white yellow, not in the same category. Oh, and that only leaves one slot for the coquina shell, and only one spot for spotted key, which is pink-white, which would only leave right in the middle the horned turban, and we have them all. So we have horned turban, it's brown-pink from Jamaica, and then spotted key in 1995 is pink-white from St. Lucia. Great. How about that? So, blue, white, Aruba. Okay, so Aruba is not the monk's fin shell. That means Aruba is here, white, yellow, and Tobago is here. And Tobago is not pink yellow, which means pink yellow has to be here in Martinique and Honey Seraph. And that should leave only one color left for Tobago, and we have black and white. So we have all of our colors and all of our shells. I forgot the coquina. And we have all of our islands too. So we got it. And Aruba. Great, let's go to the back of the book and check our work. Okay, 38. We have honey serin, spotted key, shark eye, horned turban, baby's ear, monk's fin, and coquina. Good. Okay, this is going to be the hard part. Pink yellow, pink white, blue white, brown pink, brown yellow, black white, and white yellow. Good. That actually wasn't that hard. Martinique, St. Lucia, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Barbuda, Tobago, Aruba. We got it. Thank you all so much for watching. Now I'm going to clear out the board and use this extra time to thank you all again for watching. Once again, a happy birthday to my mom. Sorry about puzzles number 37 and 36. I was actually doing a video on 36 and I got stumped. And I stopped to take a break and go back to it, but I never will now. I guess that one beat me. Maybe I'll come back to it someday, somehow. Where is it? You know, I'm glad that my old video got ruined, because that one was about, what was it about? I don't remember what it was about, but this one's about shells, and my mom loves collecting shells, and it's her birthday, so good for her. Brown, pink. But I had to put the birthday wish in the beginning of the video because I think she only listens to the first minute or so. So that's why I'm especially grateful for those of you who make it all the way to the end. Well, that and other reasons. Turban, pink, yellow, Martinique. And then the other one is... That should be everything, and voila! Thanks for watching!